Good evening and welcome to our pre-post festival concert. Mother Nature is working with us tonight. She didn't work with us in February, so thank you for changing your calendars around so we could show off what they've been working on all through marking period 3. The band before you went to Greenville last week. Saw some of you in the audience, but if you weren't there, they received a superior rating from 4 different band directors that just listen all day to bands and give them a rating based on where they think they are on this really in-depth rubric. This is the first time that the 7th grade band in Belding history has gotten a superior rating, so super proud of these kids. That first piece was called Mountain Brook March. At festival, everybody has to play a march. Our next piece was our selected piece, and I like to do a slow piece because middle school kids only like to play fast. I have to teach them to play slow and love it. This piece is called Moonlight Bliss. The composer was born in 2000, so he's super young. His first piece was published when he was 16 and still in high school. When this piece was written, he was the young age of 18. He's still currently getting his degree in performance trombone. But Adrian Sims is a new prolific composer for the band Medium, so I hope you enjoy Moonlight Bliss. Their last selection is called Night Fury, and Carol Britton Chambers was commissioned to write this for another middle school group, and her intent was to give the audience the vision of castles and kings in a very old era where mystical things were happening. This was our required piece. Every band has to pick a piece off of a state list based on school size. We're a Class C middle school, so the 8th grade has to read at Class C, and then we take them at Class D. The piece that I selected for the required piece was off of the Class B list, so I always like to challenge my kids and go a couple lists up, which judges sometimes go, oh, you're a Class D school and you think you can do this? I would rather challenge my kids than have them be really, really bored with super easy music. So I hope you enjoy Night Fury. As everyone is getting resituated and we're resetting the stage, if you are an 8th grade parent, the next week, probably Monday, I will be sending home the calendar for high school band stuff. Marching band starts pretty quickly. I don't know about you, but this school year has gone by very quickly. It's kind of crazy that marching band starts in 3 weeks, right after spring break. We'll have, if they're a color guard student, we start having our weekly practices on Mondays and Wednesdays, and the percussion starts their audition process also on Monday and Wednesday, right after spring break. There is a parent informational meeting. Tiffany, I'm looking at you. I'm going to say the right day. 24th, here at 7. Thank you, Mr. O, or Dr. O. It is a great way to meet a lot of the parents. You'll meet a lot of our boosters and just find out a little bit more about the season. Your child may have spoiled what our show might be. Does anyone know what it is out there? Oh, I see a few. Excellent. We are doing The Villains of DC, Arkham Asylum. We saw the trailer. It's going to be pretty cool. Like, Elton John was cool. I was totally against it last year, and I ended up loving it. I like villains, so I'm really excited about this one. The kids will tell you that I'm kind of like that villain, like you feel bad for me, but I'm a villain in the classroom. Hey, you love me. So come find out a little bit about that. I remember being that 8th grade student who's like, I am totally not doing that. And then I was like, oh wait, my friends are doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Every year I was that kid who's like, I'm not gonna do band, but my best friend did it. And now it's what I do for a living for 22 years now. They meet really great people. You meet really great people. And Tiffany, do you wanna come up and talk about Van Andel, or you don't wanna be put on the spot? Put her on the spot. Okay. She didn't know I was calling her up here. So funds are sometimes the big stressor with marching band, but we have some really awesome things that Tiffany heads up for us. So, Tiffany Summers.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm Tiffany Summers. I'm the Vice President of the Band Boosters. And I think, if I'm doing this right, Ken, the fourth Tuesday of every month is our boosters meeting, and even if you're a middle school parent, you're still considered a booster, so please come. Your voice is important. What we decide now does affect the program when your kids will be there, so please do come. As the Vice President, I do oversee the fundraising, so we have a lot of ways to raise money. If you're an 8th grade parent, your kids will be hopefully going to Disney. And you probably have heard a lot about Van Andel Arena. What most people don't realize is how lucrative it is. We have some band parents who have at this point made all of their Disney payments just by working shifts at the Van Andel Arena selling concessions. It's very easy. It's normally pretty fun, right? Mr. Showich has come and worked with us a few times, so it is very easy. It's a night out of your life, but you do usually gain over $100 towards whatever it is you're saving for. So, and 8th grade parents, you do have band fees coming up as well, so that's fun. Parents of 6th and 7th graders, though, you guys can start raising money in those accounts towards the future trips. And I know that Mr. Showich does do some pretty cool things with those 2 younger grades as well. But there's lots and lots of opportunities. And we also right now are looking for volunteers to help us run concessions for a dance competition, even as soon as this weekend. So if you have any free time this weekend and you want to be extremely helpful and gain all the gratitude that we have, please, there's a sign up on the Band Boosters Facebook page, in the band app. Please check it out and sign up. We really do need volunteers. That's what keeps this program running. I don't think everyone realizes, but the band program is like a $70,000 to $80,000 program that the boosters have to support. And so 5 or 6 of us just can't do it. We really do need as much help as we can. So if you have questions about anything, I will obviously be here, and you can find me at some point. Me or Dr. O. He goes by Tiffany tonight, too. So thanks.
Just like the 7th grade band, they also had to do a march, and then a selected piece, and then a required piece. We chose the Lone Eagle March. It was written about a pilot, Charles Lindbergh, and his flight across the Atlantic. He earned the name of the Lone Eagle because it was the first solo flight. So we are going to start with the Lone Eagle March. The next piece we're going to do is called Forest Morning. There's a band in Oklahoma that commissioned this piece in memory of a student of theirs that was hit by a car and passed away. It's a celebration of her life. She loved nature, so you're going to hear sounds that we described it as like happy bunnies going through the forest to get them to play a little bit lighter. In the beginning, it's a little more somber as a reflection of what happened, and then the end of the piece is a celebration of her life and the joy that she brought to her community. For their last piece, they're going to play a piece called Zoom. And like the title suggests, it goes pretty darn fast. This was our required piece off of a list, and when I was thinking about the growth that this band has made from 6th grade to 7th grade and the 8th grade, and if you're a parent of one of them, you know they had 5 band directors in beginning band. They had a kind of a tumultuous start. And the growth that they've made and how much they trusted me right away let me know that I could choose not just off of the C list or the B list, but we went up to the high school Class C list for their required piece. So they're playing stuff that high schoolers would play. And they'll tell you probably 2.5 weeks ago I said, oh, we're scrapping this, we can't do this. We're gonna find something easy cheesy to pull out so we sound good. They took me to task and said, no, we can do this. And they proved me wrong, and they're only the second band in Belding history in the last 15 years to get straight 1s and all A's or A minuses on the rubric. So. And it's no easy feat to get that. And because their ratings were so high, I offered them, if you want to go to state, there is a thing as state festival. So in the end of April, beginning of May, they will be performing a whole new program for a whole new set of judges at the state level, which is a very distinguished honor to even be accepted to that. So congratulations to them, and congratulations to you. Thank you so much for giving us your attention for the last half hour-ish. Did I do pretty good, about a half hour? Yes. We need to clear the stage, so any help that we can get stacking chairs and stands would be amazing. Thank you again for coming out tonight.